think about 3 losses away from the 9th slot. Maybe Trae Young helps as Yabusele couldn't posterize Zubac. Brunson.
They're emotional. We're emotional at times, and some you just can't stand, and they can't stand you. You know what I mean? So.
Clippers 4 of 5 from the field. Oh, a big finish by Zoo. Counted on a foul.
It's the right play by the Toronto Raptors. Just got to knock it down.
Zubac. The head of steam.
Change to tell you about for the Clippers back into the game. Kobe Sanders. Oh, my goodness. James Harden gets behind the defense. Points 33.
Cost him a point. Will that matter in this tight down the stretch? Zubac. The spin and the flush.
Harden can't shoot.
Defense.
Zubac there. Suggs challenging, but Zubac goes over the top of him.
Harden. You should be looking for Zubac. Oh! Zubac with an offensive rebound. Zubac gets it back. Good golly. All right.
The Knicks have not converted on those paint touch possessions this year.
Zubac has the mismatch. Double team opens up Dunn for a baseline cut and an early Knick timeout.
Out of the paint.
Double on Kawhi. Collins missing the 3. Zubac ramming in the hook and a foul.
Little Massey with Collins. There is Zubac. That sounds like a terrible ice cream.
It's done. Doncic there. Got the screen. Sneaks in. Oh, Zubac!
It's not a steal for Leonard, but he does lead the league in steals, 2.2 a game this season. Paint catch. Great real estate for Zubac into the hook shot. It's good.
Remember the early days, Scott, when the Nuggets were 8-2 when they had all their starters. Now Zubac is in the lane and he puts it away over Murray.
Averaging about 10 minutes per game. Lopez on the spin, drops it off inside to Zubac.
Lopez is a good passer, and to make it a wasted challenge.
That's a rare bad night from the line for the Clippers, who are #1. Zubac's able to get some of it back as he powers it down inside.
Once again throwing a double. Dunn. Miller, kick out. Collins penetrating, leaves it for Zubac. Count it and put him on the line.
Nets getting ready to empty the bench.
Tell you what, this Clipper defense all night. Whoa. How about that? The hang time of John Collins. Wow.
Zubac inside, nice move. And he lays it in. But they are finding way more success than they have at any point in his career. Zoo, the floater, it's good.
Raptors on an 8-0 run, the last 125. Harden back in, guarded by Shed. Zubac met at the rim, and a foul is called. Darko looks back to the bench.
Found Mitch above the rim.
Now Zubac underneath, shows the ball and hooks it home with the right hand. Ivica Zubac.
Zubac goes right inside and lays it in.
That's a large man to keep out of the lane there, Bob.
Shot to keep it a 5-point game. Zubac. This is how he wrecked the Hawks in that first half.
Hold on to the basketball and not give it to the official so you can complete your argument. As Shannon going right at Zubac, couldn't throw it down. Clippers reset, under 10. Zubac with the back down. Turns and scores. Strong hoop by Zubac.
Zubac has been fantastic on the road this season. Backing in on Jabari. There's the double, spun around it and scored on the road this season for Zubac. 17 and 12 on 60% shooting. Kawhi jumps it back across the Batum. Jumps it down low to Zubac. Working on Şengün. Backs him down, goes glass. Yeah, some old school stuff right there.
That little bait and hook action is money.
To take both of those players out of it. Beautiful move by Zoo.
Ballerino's feet for Ivica Zubac. They averaged 242. The only issue with that is that many of those passes went to Oklahoma City. 30 turnovers, certainly a bit of a problem. Here's Collins again, and he has been the A-man so far for the Clippers.
Shipped out and brought back. You know, I say get over it. Zoo's not getting over it. Anywhere on the court.
And he had the shot for every situation. Good to see him grow, continue to grow offensively.
Hangs and his efficiency numbers have climbed as well. It has been very impressive. Speaking of impressive, welcome back, Ivica Zubac. The book would welcome that, given how everybody else has seemingly shot the ball. Zoo, clever pass inside, and Jones knows how to finish.
But Zoo does love the hook, and he said it's the easiest shot. What's not to love?
Well, you never see the sky hook anymore, which I think is absolutely telling about how great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was, how about how great Chris Dunn was. Right. Cam Spencer averaging 10 points off the bench. A bit of a muted effort tonight, but Memphis matches their largest lead of 4. Quickly inside, it goes to Zoo for the flush. Klay Thompson is out there. An arrival of his, James Harden goes to the rim. Maybe a lob to Zoo. That's what we'll count it as. Yes, we will indeed say that.
Both teams coming off a back-to-back, so the mental fatigue is going to be there. Which team can foster that and concentrate? And that's the connection.
Davion driving on Zubac. And here's Norman Powell. Last 4 years, he was a Clipper and was rejected by Zubac.
Jazz fans don't like seeing Garland go down. Same for the Clipper fans with Kawhi, of course, as John Collins reverses. There's Zubac again. Another offensive rebound and a dunk. That's just power. Oh, lobs to Zubac. Zubac is down there with Travers. Oh, again beats Zubac. Zubac kicked that ball out, reset himself, got better position.
Harden, maybe this right here is what the Clippers want to establish. Ivica Zubac, skip pass. Dunn, the spin inside over Rui. Chris trying to direct traffic. Leonard leaves it. Zubac had a change by James. Fights his way to get the rebound and the putback. 17 in the game for Dunn. Reeves knifes through. Zubac the block. Scramble. Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see how that develops, that MVP race. Because right now, take your pick. I mean, any given night, try to stop any one of those 3 or 4 guys. Zubac with a jump hook.
Was back in 2017. Collins. If you're Collins, good things happen to you when the ball hits the rim.
They go into Zubac. Missed the hook shot. What a chance for the big fella. Through the middle, puts it in.
Comes, makes himself available. Wants all the smoke. Got it to go down.
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Left-handed.
Upon the Hawks to get out and run as often as they can.
They got some old guys on this team, and so they want to make you play at their pace. And there's Zubac right there inside, and that's the kind of plays you don't want him to get a steady diet of.
Looking down some canary feathers in the process. Johnson inside, blocked by Zoo, recovered by Collins. 8:30 to play in the third. Yesterday in the capital city, Collins tied up by a pair of defenders, able to squirm the ball out to Jokic, make it Zubac against Jokic, off the window and in. The feeling that he'll be here in Inglewood in February, where the game will be the All-Star game with that interesting new format. Ivica Zubac, a little floater. Johnson working without the ball, stymied at the cup by Zoo, but on the recoil able to lay it in, and now Denver for the first time tonight takes the lead. For Sanders, he's open again, fields it low, shoots it high, 3 in a row, comes up short. Collins a high-rise rebound inside and goes to work on Gordon. Zoo draped with defenders, up and powers it in. Well, while it is still a discrepancy, it is not the eyesore that it has been, and you can credit Valanciunas.
Nah, he's really strong. He's great defensively. He's tough, man.
Zubac.
That is tough.
There he goes again. Out to Collins for 3. Way short. Hits Zubac in the hands. No reset. Collins upstairs.
Not a great start for Brooklyn. Zubac right into the chest of Garza. That's an and one. And the Clippers already in the bonus. That's 5 fouls on the Celtics in the third.
Can be a much different story. This is John Collins, spent last year with the Utah Jazz. Beats the Zubac, and his best year in the NBA with the Clippers last season. So a tough start tonight here in South Philly. 2 for 10 are the Sixers, and a great look from Harden down to Zubac.
Harden, yes, is pushing this rookie here. He knocked a 3 over Ace on the first possession. That time Bussett played defensively, and Will Hardy quickly off the bench.
And we're just going to keep growing this thing every day.
You know, Austin, I know you know this. Steps back for 3, up and out. Jazz crashed the boards inside, and one is Zubac.
Lowry has just improved his game all the way around. Jazz said. On the average, you've got 3 7-footers out there who have the ability to pass.
Markkanen 17, Walker 19, Keontae with 11.
Still a lot of time in this game to cut into this lead and make it very interesting.
Zoo, a one-toe spin to the baseline, reverse layup for Ivica Zubac, 91-58.
Watches 4 hours for every game of tape on his opponent. I have a lot of respect for how he plays. Sometimes he crosses the line, and I don't like that as Zoo puts it up and in, counted on a foul. They have found it here. Great shooting and some good defense. Nice play by Batum. Collins with Zoo riding shotgun. Back to Collins to the house.
Member of the Blazers, if you want to really get into the numbers on that. But he is excited to be in Portland after winning a championship a couple of years ago with the Celtics. Aldea, kind of a Swiss Army knife for the Blazers. Another block. Harden gets a nice screen from Zoo. Nice pass, big finish. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Clippers. Just the 10th point here in the quarter, however. Blazers getting outshot by a lot, 48% to 38%, and they still lead now by 11. Zoo, you wanted something close to the basket, but misses at the iron. Kawhi may have something to do with it. Harden the other way.
Yeah, good help at the end right there by Kawhi, and James making a play. Done.
In the corner for 3, bucket. Don't look at his line in that regard. He has been a pest defensively and has really pushed the tempo for Portland. Harden the crossover, the lob, the finish. And the Clippers
running this system to get us to where we need to be, especially early in the season. Beautiful play that time by the Clips.
He has got the team ready to play. They've been very good here tonight, coming off a win against the Golden State Warriors 2 nights ago. And now it is interesting moments here in the game with 5 minutes to play. Clippers out in front. Nice feed by Zoo. Better finish by Collins.
As one-on-one players when the clock gets low. There is that 2-man with Harden and Zubac. Been so effective. Jump hook for Ivica. Harden just turns the corner, floats. Zubac, he knew he was there. The follow with the dunk.
They were blown out in Denver, in particular in the third quarter. The Nuggets opened up with a 29-2 run as Ivica Zubac puts up and in the first shot for the Clippers. Murphy over the outstretched fingertips of Zoo, not so, it's blocked. Regardless of what happens here this year for New Orleans, Willie Green, in my book, is a very good coach. And that was a very nice finish from Ivica Zubac. His second 3, but shooting 52% from the field. As the Pelicans out in front by 3, lob to Zoo. Great teamwork there by Harden and Zoo. In fact, fun fact, it was
the switch up. Back to a man-to-man, I'm sorry.
Midway through the third, here is Murphy, blocked by Zoo, gets it right back, but is he going to beat the buzzer? He does. Rebound tapped out of bounds by the Pelicans, and it goes back to the Clippers. Zoo lobs it to Jones. Oh, up high! And throws it down! Kawhi zigs and zags his way to his spot, picked up by Adebayo, who's comfortable guarding 1 through 5. Now it's Jones in the corner for 3. Great position inside with Adebayo out there. It's Wiggins against Ivica Zubac, and Zoo wins the war, and he brings the Clippers to...
Zoo missed a couple of those easy ones inside, ones you think he normally would make, and Norm.
Rejected by Zoo, recovered by Harden. here in this first half, 62-58. Leonard, two-man game with Zoo. Look out below. Nice feed, nice finish. Play in the second quarter on the bio. Oh, wow, just taken away by Leonard.
I mean, Kawhi's activity.
No look to Zoo, feeds to Jones, put that in the highlight reel.
Capitalize on all those turnovers.
Zoo on Mitchell, mouse in the house, gets doubled. That leaves Beal open on the wing, and he makes a play. Bradley Beal.
Collins knocked down trying to set the screen. James looking for help, gets it to John. Had a big first half. The Zubac with the lob, the finish.
They're losing some of that in the absence of Kawhi Leonard tonight. Here is Beal making his return here to the Valley. Too strong with that one. The Zubac flies inside with the putback. Beal jump stop. Gillespie nearly able to pick his pocket. Zubac muscling his way down inside.
That's a tough shot.
Dunn trying to work across the lane, drops it off to Zubac.
Here's Zubac. Little hook, he's good. Ivica Zubac coming off. Zubac, little hook shot is in. Zubac bounces underneath, Dunn lays it in.
He's so smart, right? He's figured out